Hi there, welcome to I Alone Fly Tarot. I'm going to do a tarot card reading for Scorpio. We'll get some cards out and get some clarifiers and try to see the different stories that are in it for those of you who might not be dealing with anyone and you're just trying to move forward in your life in a positive manner. And if others of you have dealt with some shady people, we'll kind of take a look at that too. And if you have somebody approaching you, we're going to take a look at those people also. So let's get out a story for what Scorpio energy of the world is dealing with. Well, people might be presenting as a Pisces energy, but maybe they want to repeat past cycles of the past. Careful of those people. They might be stuck in pride and ego. And they might not really want to work with others cooperatively, and they might be selfish and greedy when they get in relationships. And then foundations end on them because of that. But the rest of you are seeing things from all perspectives, holding on to your own positive foundation. And you want to have happy home and family because you want things to shift for you. And let's see. You want somebody who's an emperor of their life, somebody who makes decisions that are best for everyone involved, who's mature and grown and makes decisions not just based on their feelings at the moment or what they think makes logical sense. They make decisions that takes everything into account and is willing to move forward in their life and go within and gain insight and wisdom about the past so that they can move forward in a positive manner. Yeah, some of you might have been in a relationship with someone who you initially were working well together with them. Everybody was coming from this emotional foundation in the Six of Cups. And you could have had a happy family. You could have been in a relationship, maybe a marriage. But things changed. This other person could have become controlling, and they didn't want to offer their resources to their inner conflict to go within and gain insight and wisdom to move forward. And instead they chose to be stuck in their pride and ego, kind of to prove a point that they want things to stay where they're at. They don't want things to change. And so they decided to hold back, to not work together with you and not cooperate with you, not open up. They don't want to go within. They don't want to shed light on what it is that they keep hidden. And because of that, you probably ended the relationship with them and you did move forward. Yeah. This person, when they kind of dream of the future, though, it's always looking to the past. They have an energy of wanting to win at all costs. They're secretive. And so you used your intuition about all of that. And you probably moved away from this person because that wasn't the type of life you wanted to live. And then what this person could have done is they could have maybe reunited with someone from their past, again, almost like trying to prove a point, kind of like you're holding on to your foundation and this person's like, look at me, look. I reunited with someone from my past. Are you looking? And you're like, yeah, no, I'm not going to deal with you if you're going to act like that. And You're moving forward with your happy home, mind, and family and being happy. It's like you stay over there if you want and keep doing your thing, but I'm moving forward. So, tell us about this person who was in their ego. So, someone in their Pisces emotional energy decided they weren't going to see things from anyone else's perspective. It had to be their way or the highway. They could have been kind of controlling, and maybe initially working with them, you didn't know that because initially you probably were all getting along. But when you wanted them to try to see things from a new perspective, to become enlightened, to keep willing to move forward in life, they were like, no, I want things to be exactly the way they've always been. And I am unwilling to see things from any other perspective, including yours. Tell us about this person who is in pride and ego. Mm, yeah, they can get in love relationships, to a degree, and then they get defensive of moving forward. They juggle and they don't really invest. It's like, they can be in it kind of up to Six of Cups. And then it's like, oh, wait a minute, you know, is this supposed to be a freely loving, reciprocal type? I have some. We can stay in it again up to this point, but if anybody tries to go any further, they'll cling to their foundation that they have. What is this foundation that they cling to? Hmm. We have Libra, Aries energy there. Um, they may hold on to their core foundation, which they think is just and fair, and they hold back from taking any risks to move forward in their life. Hmm. Hermit. They would have to go within and gain more insight and wisdom about the past in order to move forward, and they don't want to do that. Hmm. Why wouldn't this person want to go within to gain insight and wisdom? Because of the past. They'd have to gain insight and wisdom about the past. They'd have to be willing to learn and grow and add to their foundation. And I guess the foundation they have, they think is just and fair. So it's like, if anybody wants to be with them, they'll have to leap towards them. Hmm. Just want everything to be the same, I guess. Don't want to move forward. Um, So if you had been in a relationship with them and moved away from them, they could have gotten in a relationship and reunited with someone from their past, and someone who will keep that same thing going, whatever it was about their childhood and the way they perceive life that they think is just and fair, but it is unwilling to move forward. Um, tell us about, well, first tell us about this past. What is it about their past that they want to keep repeating? Okay. Well, they offer their resources maybe to themselves, what they think is We have the Empress card here, which is Libra Taurus energy, which in shadowy energy, it can be about surrounding yourself with the luxuries of life, but they're not willing to move forward in a positive manner. They're deceptive and manipulative. That's what they give birth to. They think that's fair and just. That maybe is their past cycle of way of being, and that's what they want to keep doing is they offer their resources for them to be like a prima donna, male or female, someone who it's like all about them, and they get to be surrounded. They're to be surrounded by the luxuries of life. That might be part of the past cycle that everything is about them, and they give birth to being deceptive and manipulative. If anybody tries to want to illuminate things and want them to go within to gain insight and wisdom about the past, they'll sneak away from that and just go back into being all about themselves. And if they have a new beginning, they want to hide the fact that they juggle and they don't really invest. And they like to kind of have triangulated relationships where it's not a loving, one on one, reciprocal, fair, and balanced relationship. They like to kind of have, oh, manipulation and other people that they kind of triangulate their partner against. It can just be friends and family and work and stuff like that. They don't really want things to be fair and balanced. Their sense of justice is that they get to be selfish and greedy and not really work together with others and cooperate. People have to be willing to, you know, just put up with them, I guess. And again, the reason for the reading for those cards is that they're a Four of Pentacles person. They're selfish, they're greedy, it's all about them. Okay. If they did reunite with someone in their past in order to try to prove a point, trying to be stubborn, tell us about this past relationship. I think I'll get a new deck, so I got all the cards. Tell us about this relationship or person that they might have, the situation of repeating past patterns. Okay. Well, the Queen of Wands can be like the other man or woman. It is Leo energy. Then we have the Ten of Wands, which can be about being overwhelmed. It can also be about, well, I guess the way I'm kind of seeing it is the patterns of the past that they repeat is that they're emotionally manipulative. They try to overwhelm the foundation that they get involved with, maybe so that the other people feel in regret and they keep being focused on them. Like this person keeps doing things where it kind of like tips the cups over of working together emotionally, maybe in order to keep the person that they're in a relationship kind of focused on that. It's kind of a sad, pathetic relationship to have, but um they could have also, that's what they do once they maybe get in relationships, is to be emotionally creative, to overwhelm the foundation. So, um, I don't know, people keep kind of being focused on the fact that this person kind of keeps not giving them what they need. And, it's kind of, I suppose it could kind of be like a drug in a way. Here we have the Three of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Maybe it kind of keeps people like, why isn't this working? Why isn't this working? Like, this person could just be very manipulative. Um, and if they repeated and got into a different relationship, they could have taken emotionally creative action towards someone who's very stable and abundant, who might have been dealing with regret in their life at the moment. And they kind of really gave it everything they got in order to get into a relationship with that person. And then they're looking over at you saying, look, I had another choice in love. What do you think of me now? And you're like, I'm going to hold back from you. Tell us about the Scorpios who decided to hold back from this person. You know, you took the time to tap into your emotions and your creativity and inspiration and try to see things from all perspectives. And you could see that this person is selfish and greedy, that they're repeating past patterns of the past, that they're deceptive, that they don't want to go within to self reflect, that they juggle, they don't really invest. They probably tried to juggle you and a third party. So tell us about Scorpio holding on to their own core foundation to keep moving forward in their life. It's like, I want to come together with people in joy and celebration, and I want to have 10 of cups in my life. You can have your 6 cups and your six of cup relationships. I want to move forward and have 10 of cups. So here we have King of Swords, which I see as Libra energy, and King of Cups, which, so this could be just standing in your truth and power and willing to speak your truth and fight for the truth in the energy of unconditional love. That's the type of relationship you want, is you want to be with people who are willing to stand in their power, are willing to speak their truth, are willing to fight for the truth, and doing it all coming from an energy of unconditional love. I see the King of Swords as Libra energy, so you think that's fair and just and right. You're willing to cut out those things in your life that aren't aligned with your vision and your truth and being fair and honest. And you also, I see the Queen of Cups as Scorpio energy. So you want people that are willing to tap in, come from that emotional foundation. They take truthful, just action in their life because emotionally they're connected in to their deep Scorpio emotions of love and passion and wonder and mystery. And that's the kind of full life you want to have in your life, where, you're going to take action like this about people who are emotionally manipulative in their Leo energy. You're going to use that same Leo energy to take emotionally bold, confident action in your life. They can go be emotionally manipulative in their relationships. That's not what you want. You want to be with people who are bold and confident. Tell us about the Four Wands. You might come into relationship with someone here. Okay, here you're maybe going to put an end to, we have the Scorpio Death card, the Capricorn King of Pentacles card, and the Aries King of Wands card. You're going to put an end to people who maybe are just all about money, image, status, reputation, all about worldliness, basically, without having any more fiery, creative, spiritual, higher belief system. And they just are forceful and controlling. And if these two type of people want to be in a relationship, that's fine. I'm putting an end to you people in order to have my situation. What I want is to be willing to be with people who are willing to shed the old ways of being, to give birth to the new way of being, to transform themselves. There's that Bible verse about don't conform yourself to this world, but transform yourself by the renewing of your mind. You want people who are willing to actually be stable and abundant within themselves because they're creative and inspired and come from an energy of love, and who are willing to take bold and confident action in their life. These people who kind of come more from shadowy Scorpio energy, they have a black and white thinking that life is just about death, sex, and taxes. So they're going to make it all about money and just fulfilling whatever it is that drives them based on their fears, their insecurities, their pride, their ego, their greed, their selfishness. That's how they're going to live their life. It's like, you go live your life like that. Me, I want to have a happy home. Those people might come into relationship, and to them, based on how they view the world, they'll probably be happy as a clam, emotionally indulging themselves in that relationship they get themselves into. But it's not coming from an energy of love and hope and faith and belief. It's more of selfishness, pride, and ego. Let's get a archetype card for the people who are kind of operating in shadowy Scorpio energy. They have an allegiance to a destructive ruler or principle, and they have romantic delusions because they are a child wounded. They blame all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds. They resist moving on through forgiveness. So, because they're unwilling to deal with the past, and basically, if they started to treat themselves with love and compassion, forgiveness, and nurture themselves and be their own best mother, father, coach voice, they could let go of the past and start living in the present, because it's a free will choice to live your life every day from an energy of self-love and have those type of relationships in your life. And this person doesn't really operate from that energy. They might even think love is just optional. Let's just make it about status and image and luxury and go with that. What about the people who are coming from positive Scorpio energy, moving forward in truth and justice and love, taking bold, confident action in their life to try to live life to the fullest? And living life to the fullest isn't all about shallow relationships, thinking life is about death, sex, taxes. You will be in goddess energy. You kind of basically use your emotions and your intuition with wisdom, knowing that life is about being connected in with that. It's life force energy, and using it to have a very abundant, sensual, fully expressed life, because you're a lover. You have great passion and devotion. You have an unbridled appreciation of someone or something. Some people think of wanting to live life to the fullest expression of your emotional capability and following your dreams, and other people is like, let's just keep it simple. Let's keep it surface. I want to control everything, because otherwise, if I tap into my emotions, I feel out of control. These people who are kind of in shadowy Scorpio energy, what is some of their shadow aspects that they don't maybe want to acknowledge? That they have fear, they don't come from a forgiving energy, and they are superficial. And they maybe live their life based on comparing themselves with other people and think that's what life is about. It's like, if you want to live your life feeling like you need to compete with other people, then that's kind of a competitive, icky life you're living. How about you just go live your own unique life, and then you don't got to worry about that. So there we go, Scorpio. I think we'll end it there. I wish you all peace, love, and joy, and we will see you later. Bye-bye.